Thanks for joining us here, Olds Performance and Machine. Once again, in on Sunday, we got a huge workload, and we're pretty thankful for that. I want to show you a set of cylinder heads here we're doing for someone on the West Coast out of Washington State. Pretty cool project. He sent us a set of bare out-of-the-box castings that he's been running for some years, and he wanted them tuned up. He wanted them a little more than tuned up, actually. He wanted complete port work throughout. He wanted to make some really good power with this thing. We provided him with one of our new reciprocating assemblies, which yields the motor somewhere around 480 cubic inches, 482 cubic inches. Increased stroke, reduced rod journal, a nice light reciprocating assembly to take the place of his old heavy cumbersome assembly. The acceleration rate should be incredible on this motor. He'll have a lot of fun on the street and on the racetrack as well with it, which is very cool. I want to take you through this here. He had some erosion of the intake surface. We rarely ever see that. So what we're thinking is maybe water might have sat on that intake manifold or puddled between the intake manifold and the intake gasket surface. So I went ahead and machined or milled about 11th thou. I didn't want to go more than about 11th thou off of the intake surface here. Same on the other hand. Lots of erosion took place in here, was pitted throughout this whole intake surface. So I wanted to give him a nice clean surface. Extensive amount of intake port work here. Bowl work in here too is done. Look, 40 years of experience. We know exactly what to do with these cylinder heads, intake manifolds. We're going to go ahead and port match an intake manifold for this head too as well for him and get that shipped out. He opted for the high frequency valve springs for this. Money well spent. Look at the difference here. You got a valve spring here that carries maybe at best about 435 pounds of what we call rate per inch pressure. And here we have a spring that is significantly less in overall size, okay? And it carries a rate that's significantly more. It's a better quality wire. We call this a high frequency dual spring right here. They are just amazing as far as the difference in gram weights, and we spoke about that in the past, okay? And here's the two different retainers. You can see the size difference right here. Okay, one a heavy cumbersome, which you'll commonly find, chromoly retainer, and here's the nice little lightweight titanium retainer. Huge weight differential, weight loss here in the valve trainer. Remember, on a conventional stud rocker arm, you have that rocker arm sitting on the valve spring as well as the push rod. So the spring is actually holding it up if you don't have a shaft rocker arm system. Something to consider. Money well spent. Yes, this spring is 3 times the amount in cost of this spring, but you get what you pay for, and like I said, money well spent right here. He'll see huge gains in acceleration rate, easy on the valve train. By the time you're done with 2 sets of these after some seasons on it or something, this will go indefinitely for life. Never have to change these springs. Nice lightweight retainer. It's the way to go. If you could swing it, you could afford it. It definitely is the way to go. So I want to point that out to you guys here. So we're going to finish up on this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take 20 off of this surface, 20 to 22 off of the factory surface. These chambers yield somewhere around 76.5, 77 cc's from Edelbrock. This is an older style chamber. Nothing wrong with it. People talk about the heart shape. Yeah, that pertains to Chevrolet, and there's some advantages there as far as due to the angles. This is a 6-degree angle. Chevrolet heads are typically 23. The better version heads are 18 or less. But when you're comparing a heart-shaped chamber where they say, you better get the heart-shaped chamber, it's a much better cylinder head, that's nonsense. With a 6-degree valve, it doesn't make a darn difference whether it's heart-shaped or whether it's a double quench like this. You're not going to see any power difference in a 6-degree. Right here, there's more than enough area for the air to flow smoothly off that intake valve. So you're not going to see any difference whatsoever. So the older version heads, the double quench versus the new heart, No difference right there. Don't be afraid to purchase a secondhand set of double quenches as opposed to the new heart-shaped stuff. We put the bigger intake valve in, bigger exhaust valve into this. He should be good to go. He's going to be very happy with the end result of this thing. It's going to make lots of power. He's going to have a lot of fun with it on the street and a lot of fun on the racetrack with it. He'll be very happy with it. If you guys got any questions or you want us to take a look at maybe a set of heads that you currently have or an intake manifold that you currently have, by all means, pick up the phone, give us a call, 1-800-382-1320. Like and share our pages on Facebook. That's Olds Performance and Machine. And check out the sister company, Olds Performance Products, online. There's over 1,000 products there. We feature over 70 camshafts. Give us a call if you're plotting a camshaft out. Give us a call, 1-800-382-1320. Thanks for joining us today.